No.
First, take a picture. Yesterday, I used the pictures of most of the sites. Yeah. No, hold. One can hold, the other can speak, right?
One has to come there. One has to come there.
Yeah. So that you can help holding it.
Okay, I will decide.
Yeah. You could ask question if you want.
We took only 2 points of our dream school. We have not taken all of them. We thought if we have 15 to 20 students in one class, that would be ideal for us. And the second thing is a classroom for every teacher, not for the students. The teacher would have one classroom where she sits there and the students come to her. The first point is 15 to 20 students per class. This will help in classroom management. All these are advantages that we have put across. It will help in the social development of every child. Even the shy child will come out of it because there are only 15 people whom she or he has to handle. Then allows better communication with the parents. You will get to know the children better because you have few in number. Special attention to every child. Smaller crowd enables confidence building, strong bond between the student and teacher, and when you take them out for field trips and study tours, they can be more enjoyable, more adventurous and informative compared to when you take a bigger group. So we thought if you have 15 to 20 students in a class for one teacher, it would be ideal. The second thing is a classroom for every teacher. In this case, the students will come to the teacher. The teacher will have a classroom. For example, if I have my classroom, I'm going to put all my maths things up and keep it up to date. The children just come in, and what happens is when we normally go to our class, what we do is teacher has taught Hindi, I go and I teach maths soon after. So this will give, when the children come to our classroom, it will give them like at least 5 minutes where they can take sort of a break and they teach the classroom by that time and they are prepared for your class. Now sometimes when we go to class, the children don't even know which class they have next. So they have to be alert, they have to know next is maths and they have to go to the maths teacher. These are some of the advantages. The teacher will be able to organize the material, whatever she has, very efficiently because she has the class to herself. She's not like going after one teacher as company. And then keep students alert and active, a 5 minutes break between classes for them to move around. Children also have a lot of energy, so for them to be sitting in one place for a very long time is a very difficult task. So this will help.
How many teachers do you have in this school?
In our secondary section, we have 22.
22. So you have 22 rooms in secondary section?
Yes.
Sir, you told us not to think,
24.
not to
I'm
think
just
about the
asking.
problem.
We have
Now I am asking, no? While writing, don't.
24.
But now we should see how, assume that this goes to somebody.
No, sir, we have.
No, we have.
Generally it is
We have 2
there.
divisions, so.
Generally it is there.
We have.
See, I attended an interview long back in Bombay. The interview board is not sitting and candidates going. The interviewers sit in different rooms. The candidate should go to each room. The great advantage, because assume that your mood is not good, by the time you go to the next person, you can again refresh. And it is not influenced by the previous interview. One interview which I attended, I implemented when I was having a liberty to do the requirements. But some small things will trigger you. This is what happens in Tata School of Social Sciences. This is what happens in Shantiniketan. The teacher decides who are my class at. But 15 to 20 probably not practical because government doesn't agree for such. Because your ideal is good. But what I have is ideal. I worked in a great company which runs a school wherein you have 2-3 people, one ayah, one teacher, one mentor, all the three of them in same school for 25-30 children. Remind me to take pictures. Yesterday I have to take the picture of this. Yeah.
Okay, so our school, okay, our school name is Ecotech Academy. We have the main idea is about nature combining with technology and creating small tiny tots who are going to be, having a base which is knowing themselves and then growing, knowing the nature and growing, not doing things just because it is being told, questioning yourself. So for this concept,
Questioning is not the right word. Asking questions.
asking questions about why, how, and how it will be better. So keeping that concept in mind, we have thought of a school which will have activity-based learning. So it will be starting with prayer, meditation, then munch, food, eating, giving a break, and then cleanliness. So here it will be like the students will be learning how to keep yourself clean, keeping environment clean, and still learning. Then move in the nature is like going out and learning from the nature. So when you go out, you observe what is happening, why it is happening, and implementing it in our daily life. So the children will implement. So for that, after that, they have group projects. So what do you have learned from moving out? How was your day like that? And then physical activities can be anything like sports, dance, anything. That will be according to how we go about it. And other activities would be music, culinary, depending. How the child is showing interest, according to that we will put them into those classes. Yeah. So we have age group from 3 to 9. So this is like from tiny tots. They come in our school, learn, grow, and go into a higher standard with a good base. Yeah, so anything that you want to say? Okay, so the motto of our school is craft minds, sculpt futures. Crafting the minds and then any questions that you all want to ask? Anything that you all want to ask? Nothing? Not impressed with this concept of our school? See, we can give you all students who are going to have good base. So when our students come to your school, it's good promotion.
See, I have a concept which is explained here from age 3 to grade 3. Age 3 to grade 3. What I keep saying is, no student should travel to reach a school more than 3-4 kilometers. So you can have feeder schools. That's called feeder schools. Run it in a small setup in a house 10 feet by 10 feet, convert them into a small school starter program. After class 3, most of the parents have a concern where my child will go when they grow up 4th class, 3rd class. You guarantee that I will take your children as admissions. So your school can get more admissions. And their children, and you recognize them that you are my feeder school. Got it? That's a concept in which I run this as a business model. And people can take care of them, grow them up to class 3. And you can also make money because the school getting a lot of admissions. Private school run it as a school.
So another thing I would like to share is that our classrooms will be big in size, spacious. And the students, mostly the activities will be in groups so that they interact and share ideas. So here technology comes in with a laptop each table having a laptop. So if the strength of my class is 15, then 5 laptops on each, in each group. Now, what it will be doing is sharing ideas, searching information from the internet and putting it up. Putting it up in different forms, maybe dance form, singing form. That will be how it goes. That's the idea of our school. And
You want an evaluation for all of you? What you do is write chart number 1. Make a. How many charts are there? 6. How many charts are there? 4 or 5? 8 we divided into 4. Few people became independent, so 5 charts are there.
No, sir, 6.
So what you do is draw a column 6, draw rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, draw like this, and you give your number 1. The chart who presented is 1. So you give a rank for you. The next fellow comes, you give a rank for them also. The second group. So you will have 6 columns written or 6 rows written. After that, we will put them together and then I'll tell you how to evaluate. This is a new method of evaluation which I do in my classes. You rank from 1 to 6. You are only giving marks you can decide out of 100 or 10. At the end, what you give is only rank. So my chart will be rank, which I posted yesterday. Right? So 10 groups, they ranked all the 10. So that you can put whatever marks you want. I am only concerned about rank. So at the end you can put the rank. Now you give a marks. So you can put it whatever number you want. That's it. So you give marks for the first batch.
okay, one more thing is, I forgot to add, is that our management will be having any high level, low level, like a principal and teachers kind of thing. It's going to be like a peer group who's going to be handling all the students.
Don't handle.
Okay, not
Mentor. See, I have got a concept in which all teachers are called grandmother. Maximum, if you don't want to be called, you are called a mentor. And there will be a chief mentor, assistant mentor and mentor. Right? So the chief mentor will look after and then give what is the requirement.
So
That's the
if
way.
anybody has any ideas or want to implement a new change,
So who want to start this? Yeah?
if the idea is accepted by the many around sitting here, nobody likes the idea. It's very nice.
Good. Wonderful.
An open mind. Thank you.
You are in queue.
All understand.
Don't forget to give marks. As a group, we will decide and then give the rank later. Now you do evaluation. Yeah.
So basically, our school name is Learning is Fun, and we have all the sections in our school from pre-primary till SSC. So we have taken the points like for the pre-primary, we have 3 hour school, 5 minutes of dancing, that is with the primary as well. And maybe if we get a chance, not if, we have to make a chance, taking them outside, making them experience new things, playing with them. Then some days in a week, like once in a month, we can have a begless day wherein they don't carry their bags.
Every week is a beggars day. One day is a beggars day. Okay? And one day is a beggars day. And one day in a month is a cool day. As girls, we can teach them how to dress up modestly. So when you have a cool day, they come dress up. And this is how they learn. Because we are restricting them on uniform. And the moment they are told to dress up, we know how they dress up. As teachers as well. So learning by skill-based learning, 3 hours, reading, writing and arithmetic, that's in the lower classes. Speaking and learning skills, games, and teaching concepts, not subjects as such. They have to learn how to subtract, add, multiply, divide. That's it. No 5, 6 numbers which they don't know, anything like that. So basic concepts of reading, writing, learning and listening. Next, we said 5-day school for the entire school, 5-day school. Value-based learning for the bigger girls, field trips, but in a local basis. They go in their village. First, let them know about their own ward. Let them know about their own village, about their state. Forget about the country and the other countries. Okay. Then physical exercise, activities are quiz, dance, drama. They learn self-defense, learn traffic sense, which we have a problem in our school. Then higher classes, they have to choose their subjects. 5 subjects are more than enough for them which they can choose. If they think history is not relevant later, don't choose history, learn something else. Okay, current affairs will help them for examination and all. Sports with yoga, very
But how can you
important.
forget history and learn current affairs? It will become history
No,
later.
so that's what they want to learn also. So choose their subject.
Which grade? Which
Higher
grade?
classes, 8, 9, not the low ones. Low ones learn everything. And then group projects, not individual projects but group projects. So that all are involved. Thank you very much.
So you want to reduce the selection of subjects after 10 now
After the
to
9.
come to 7. So they are more matured than the previous batch.
No, 7th standard
See, all
is
of us studied up to 10th class, all general subjects. That is one old education system. Now you are saying 7th onwards cut off.
yes, sir, because now with MEP in the 9th standard at present, they have about so many subjects, 3 languages.
No, don't think
So,
about NEP.
yeah, exactly. So we are not thinking about NEP. That's why we said choose the subject.
NEP is a very, very bad system which is introduced where they have to go and learn from what happens in which country. Finland. Finland is a small island, only this much. India is a large country. Their climate is 120 days day and 180 days dark. Nothing what happens there is implemented. Unfortunately, the chairman of the committee, I am recording it, I am posting it on YouTube, happened to be the chairman when I joined in Department of Space as my chairman. He has been put as president by Kalam because they are all close friends. And because somebody is a Rajya Sabha MP, he needs some activity. I am sure for last 40 years he must not have even touched a child in his life. Not gone to any schools and then given a lecture of their days. That level you cannot talk about what happened. So he has put some people from different Nobel laureates, waste mathematician, this fellow, that fellow, and then made a committee and given. 2018 started, 17 it started working, 19 it is given, nobody has read it, even now nobody is going to implement it. And if you look at the essence, ended 68 or 69, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan gave a beautiful lecture in Kerala University. Google this and find out about education. Swami Vivekananda has wrote in his book called India, My Eternal India. If you read that and read new education policy, you will see this is nothing. I have given hundreds of lectures in university, new education policy. At the end there is a wonderful lecture DrTPS gave. He said nothing I spoke about new education policy. What I spoke is what Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan said, what Vivekananda said. That is much, much higher than what is there. And nobody is going to implement it because informal education doesn't happen. Still you have uniform, dress, tie, boot, coat, suit, everything, and classroom is not going to change. You have the credit account. Nobody is going to open a credit account. Nobody is going to throw somebody out at 7th grade. We cannot have that flexible system like we imagine all the 8th grade children are free to go home and then come back education whenever they want. Tomorrow onwards all the children will be on street. India will become chaotic. We are actually holding youth in the, you are all like police people. 10th class police school. Lot of 10th students. You imagine all the 10th class and 12th class is left free on the street. What will happen tomorrow in India? Understood? So I keep saying all colleges are soft jails and teachers are wardens. You have lot of psychology, sociology, history, economics. Why people are learning? Not to get a job, to keep them for 3 years. Anybody who joins in a school at the age of 30, I was executive director of an engineering college. Some students say I am 20 years old. I am an individual. I said when you come to college, we need signature of a guardian. Understood? You are only an 18-year-old independent person outside the campus. Inside the campus, you are a student. Therefore, we need a guardian. So whenever some problem comes, we can call the guardian. That is your catch. Authority, right? So concept, wonderful. Should have flexibility. All that is good. So don't worry, NEP will not work. We will have our own style, we should do it ourselves. That will work. But NEP has given a set. You say this is what NEP says, I am implementing, everybody will say go ahead. Nobody knows what is NEP.
Thank you, sir.
Good, Andra.
Yes, well said.
My trusted name is Shiksha. It says Shiksha, right? S-H-I-K-S-H-A. You take this S-H-I, write it here, it becomes Shashi and K is Shashi Kumar. So Shiksha is Shashi Kumar. Yeah? What the
Okay, the name of our school is
Somebody else.
Shishya Gurukul. Okay, so we want the student as well as the teacher to be cool and happy in our school. Okay, we have broken it up more or less on the NEP age groups. Okay, but this is how we want it. Okay, the nursery classes. So in the nursery class, we want the children to go into a smooth transition from home to school. So we totally abolished the concept of keeping the children in one room with closed doors. So we want them to be free, and the entire atmosphere of the classroom, even the painting, should be such that it is
Close the door before they enter.
No, after they enter. After they enter. So the concept is no book, no homework, no exams, and no orderly sitting. The entire classroom will be built something like a jungle gym. So they can actually have physical activity within the classroom itself. Ropes and all for them to climb, to let out most of the energy, because the children in that age group are full of energy. We also prioritize on nature walks, using educational toys, using activities, singing and dancing. Basically no books at all and no pen and paper. Then we teach them personal habits, which include eating habits, buttoning of your t-shirt, simple things, tying your shoelaces, using polite words, and basically get them to be citizens of tomorrow who are actually cultured and well-mannered. So they clean they put their stuff into their bags in the proper place, wash their tiffins before they go home, clean the classroom. All that will be inculcated right here. Even following an orderly line, like mostly if you go to India, it's everywhere is a crowd. We don't maintain discipline and order anywhere. So we inculcate this, like right now, even in our school, we have to all the time, be behind them like watchdogs. Go in a straight line, sit down in a straight line. Then we start this concept right in the nursery itself, that you need to maintain a straight line. The teachers are not going to tell you anything. You need to keep yourself on the left side, when you're walking up the staircase. They follow it right up to the 10th standard. No teacher, you are not supposed to keep on talking and making a noise. We don't need to scream to them. All of us need to make a habit of saying like, when I come to class, you need to know that you need to be quiet. Not as in not questioning, but you need to maintain discipline. They should know that discipline needs to be maintained. So when they go out into society, you don't have people who riot everywhere when you need to protest. You need that there is a particular sort of decorum that needs to be maintained. Here we also wanted to see that the parents come and sit with their kids, maybe even for 1 month or so, and no uniform for them at least for one whole month, so that they feel like they are introduced to their teacher and they are friendly, because sometimes it so happens that the little child doesn't know any other person besides the mother, father and the grandparent. So it is like bringing them and frightening them. The hatred for school can continue. So we wish that they will come there and they will just mingle with the teacher and the parent. So we have a ratio of 1:10. So the parents and the teacher and the children are not a big mob in the classroom. Okay. Then we have the next group that is called the Kinder Joy. Now here again no books, nothing of that sort, and they learn phonetics, everything oral, identification, pictures, audio visuals. Okay, they listen, they identify shapes, their teacher reads to them stories from Panchatantra and all these things. Then they paint, maybe with color pencils, even with what's that called, paint brushes. Okay, so this is how we encourage, and we would like to encourage in them story building, like the teacher just says once upon a time, and everybody adds up and just makes up a story. Okay, so we allow the curious mind to flourish, okay, to ask and as well as to build up. So we develop it on that way. Okay, classes 1 ratio. The ratio again 1:50 maybe, and not more than that. And we've even shown here, like, reward, a system of reward. You do something good, you are good, you will be rewarded. Not with something big, but something small. Okay. Classes 1 and 2, we read them stories from Enid Blyton. We have jigsaw puzzles. Writing will start here, but the writing will not be actually writing words. Probably you start with just patterns. Okay. Then counting objects when you start with maths. Even when we want to introduce them to the concept of reading, but here we start with 2-letter words where they take a newspaper or a book and they search for just 2 or 3-letter words, and then you explain the concept of the 2 or 3 letters. So you get them to study the word because they'll only search for those words, and they'll also get into the habit of reading, because when they are searching for the words they will read. So that way. And yeah, music, start with culinary skills, like basic things like use a plastic knife, get them to cut small things like a tomato or something. So use their motor skills to apply jam or butter on the bread or chutney, put the things together, make different shapes. So you could inculcate science and maths in that when you're teaching that person.
Come.
Next
is the 3rd and the 4th standards. There we have the writing skill, then the reading, spelling, numeracy development. Here we have more of the listening skills, where we have the audio visual, stories from Amar Katha, games and physical health, and vertical mixing, what's the head told you, where the classes come together, combine together.
Middle school.
This is where they have to do learning, whatever they are doing practically, they have to learn it also. And they have to be stress free. Whatever comes in their mind, they have to just express themselves. And they have to go for their field trips. And they have to career guidance, and they have to be physically strong also. Right? Yeah, whatever they are doing.
And career guidance, right now when they reach the 8th standard, they sort of know what their goal is in life. So the moment they realize that, you allow them to choose a subject which they are inclined towards taking. Okay, in the last section of the 9th and 10th standard, we wish they will have only English and 1 second language, no 3 languages. Okay, and then they study science and social studies compulsory. Maths, depending on what they want to study further, they could simply have basic mathematics, like suppose they want to be a tailor. They need only to learn certain basic maths and not advanced. And those who want to go into the science line maybe could do advanced maths. Then we have a career scope for them right in the school itself. So they sort of decide what they want to do. And so they could have a few subjects like we have here. Physical education, of course, for their all-round development. And then maybe based on this career scope, they could go during the holiday time like an internship of say 20 days, 30 days, where they get on the field experience of how they would like to choose that subject and whether it would make them happy. Okay, and throughout all this, we wish to maintain a record which is called the anecdotal record of the child throughout, because the child passes from one teacher to the other. So from the nursery class right up to the 10th standard, the teacher makes notes of the child on the progress itself. So when she comes to me, I know how this child was in the lower class, how I can help the child to improve, and why the child has gone up, down, why is there a fluctuation. We would be able to understand the child better. Okay, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Did I take a picture of that? It took, right? I took? I took. I'm saying I took. Without the down.
Character plus intelligence, that is the goal of true education. This is our motto of our school. Our focus is more on building the character of the students, considering the different things that are happening in society. The values and are slowly being lost in today's world. We have broken marriages, broken families, etc. So if we tap on character, I feel we can tackle all the issues and make them a better citizen.
We want to have more of value-based learning, because if you see at present, we hardly see any values in children. Manners, discipline is quite lacking in our school, so that is why we want to focus more on value-based learning, wherein we tell them the importance about respect, manners and all these things. Next, we are going to focus on nature-based learning, because learning in a classroom, that is only a theory part. We need to show them the practical part. So that would be like taking them out, field trip, excursion and so on.
Teacher-student ratio should be maintained. No rote learning for pre-primary. Meetings with parents. Introduce more field trips for the children.
I think the school should have a skilled counselor. A counselor which will be able to counsel students from pre-primary to secondary. As of, I think now we counsel only the 9th and 10th standard, and the counselor should be really well-trained counselor. Then the positive motivation. I think in this type of a school, the teachers should also get time to time motivation programs. Sometimes, just out of experience, teachers tag the student. When the student is tagged, for example, in 5th standard, that you are a useless child, that carries on to the 6th standard, and that same tag carries on till the 10th standard. There are some teachers who do this. So this tagging should not be there. We should always positively motivate the children. And when they are in 5th standard or 6th standard, they take these tags in a very light manner. But the same tags, when they reach the 10th standard, it is quite hurting. Regular sports activities. We should allow the students to go for their sports activities. Sometimes we deprive them of going out. There should be music, needlework, baking, cooking classes in this type of school. Then provide opportunities for better performance. There are some students who can come out, speak well, but there are some students who are talented, but they feel that maybe they are not right to come out. So we should tap the talents of each and every child. Try to bring out the children who don't come out so much. There are some children who are given the opportunities given more opportunities than the other students. So we must make a point that we should provide opportunities to all the students of the class. Activities to improve the motor skills, integration of technology. We should also prioritize safety of students in this school. That's a okay. And the classroom should be teacher-child friendly classroom. And this is already what I said, students should be given equal opportunity. You want to add anything?
Done?
So this school will be with this concept. Thank you.
Good, you see how many points have come. That's why I said 10% if you can implement.
Okay, our school is going to be with the concept of fun activities through learning. Okay, so use of fun. So this is, we have categorized our school into two different sections. So the smaller children and for the little bigger
I
children.
thought it's the other way. Learning through fun. You said fun through learning.
Yes, both ways. Both ways. Okay. So for the children here, for the smaller children, we are going to use Play-Doh blocks, then Legos, drawing. Then also we are going to take them on a nature walk so they can learn about the importance of the trees and everything through the nature. And the use of magic words because of etiquette and all. So for that. Then visit to the park, maybe to the zoo, anything that is local. And also we have like to sit on the floor for the teachers as well as for the students. And a healthy tiffin day we are trying to introduce so the children can bring a healthy tiffin. And also no writing at all, learning through drawing, puzzles, and bring a pet to school day. So in turns, they can bring one pet so that they can see the pets and have a the respect for
So
nature.
the school will have a lot of
Yes. Allowed, sir.
They will start fighting.
No, sir, not all. One person at a time has to bring a pet, so little time to spend with the pets. Like that. Come,
Now they will bring the mother, they will say this is my pet.
Okay, for the bigger children, we have role play debates and also an inclusion of smaller children as well as bigger children. We have each one. So a bigger child can accommodate the smaller child and teach that smaller child. Instead only of a teacher doing that, the bigger child can teach the smaller child. So that one. And also waste management and salad day, trying to bring different vegetables to school and have a salad day. Simple recipes, so one fruit day, no bag day, quiz, and learning exams through MCQs. So field trips and all that. And incorporate also like a vegetable garden, so grow and eat. Okay. Anything you want to add? Okay, that's about it. Okay, thank you.
Done?
Yes.
Got you? So you also you mark. 1 minute. Just fast write the score for each of them. If you want. Otherwise we can skip it. You want? Skip it? Everything is good. Okay. See, you started with the 1:20, they ended with the 1:1. Correct? And education needs five-fold development. That's what DrTPS says. You check five-fold DrTPS. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual. Okay. Yeah, take your notes. Education is to develop five-fold development. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual. How do you do that? Can be different methods. That's all of you have done. So I submit up, this is wherever I go, I see these are all the points which comes. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual. Sports is for that. When you say that people have to move from one class to another class, That's also physical requirements. Today it is less. Earlier in our childhood we had every week 1 or 2 hours for which is called a Sahitya Samaj. That means literature, art, all that activity happens, even the whole school participates. Now it has gone to only 1 day annually. Okay, that is what when you keep about music, drama, all that should happen. That can happen in your class every day. Because yesterday your children wanted to learn different subjects. I created a group and I asked what you want to learn from me. They have written only maths and science. Then I wrote, why not now? I am not giving weight. See, do you know that you can be without weight? You know that? Anima, Mahima, Cheva, Lekima, Ganima, Dana, Ishitotcha, Vashitotcha, Prapti, Prakashya, Mevacha. Manimadishta Siddhigal. Look at Manimadishta Siddhigal, DrTPS, you will get an explanation. See, when somebody climbs on top and wanted to remove something, the chair, even on this chair, on this top, we can stand. And you said, don't give weight. Don't you tell somebody? How can you be without weight? Yes. When you want to do high jump or long jump, you apply weight here. Measure the weight. If it is 3 times, you will jump 3 more. 3 times more. So it's an ability for all of us at work. And physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, spiritually, 5-fold development. Alright, so you should have that ability. Now just now she was asking how to attend my camp, right? Now the Chief Petty Officer, this is decision for Navy, just asked me, when is the next camp? I keep getting such requests. He is coming for leave in September, can I attend your camp? He is a Master Chief Petty Officer, a musician in the Republic Day. The band is from here. So all of them want some change, some transformation. But your children don't want anything. Want is the basic requirement teacher should make. Everybody should feel, I want something, I want something, I want something. That is only development and progress. So they should feel that I should feel physically fit. They should feel my intellect should grow. That feeling should come. It is not teaching. Once the feeling is there, you will find the way. Not give questions and answers. Make them to ask questions. If that question comes, they will find answers. Who is the best teacher in the world? Google. You can always find answer for everything, right?
It helped us today also.
Yeah, everywhere. The best method is you want to know something, no career guidance. And all of you think that advanced math is not required. What you learn in 10th class and 12th class is the lowest maths, lowest physics. Don't even remove any of them. Your problem is you don't know where is it applied. If you don't learn basic maths, you cannot do social science tomorrow. You have geography teachers, they learned up to 10th class maths. But in the geography class, the 10th class maths is not used. That is why people find geography. In all the competitive exams in India, the biggest failure is in geography and history. You understood? Why? Because the teachers don't use mathematics in the geography and history class. All subjects needs a lot of basic, because it's also called social science. And mathematics is the language of science. It is not English. When I teach history, I convert that into a number line. This is 0, this is BC, this is AD. Put all your history into one graph sheet. Over. A, B, C, D. Between AD is BC. History is only ABC. Understood? Geography is full of mathematics. So you should have, you all have, what is your background? All subjects. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology after 10th class. But what happened is forgotten. Your children studying in 10th class knows maths, knows history at that standard. But you know only your subject. So who is a better student? You or the students? Understood? You should remember your children are much better than you. If you know that, your way of dealing will become different. You think that I know more, you should listen. No, that should not be the method. So always learn. And Swami Vivekananda, when I said, it means he said 2 types of education. You know what is the normal name of 2 places the master word is used? One is school master, second one is station master. What master? Headmaster. That's also school only, right? You want to be out? Headmaster out. Somebody asked. When some training I asked, what do you want to be? I want to be the headmistress. Why? Then I don't have to teach. No. The teaching is so horrible in their life. They want to become someone. I had a vice chancellor who was my PhD gate. Even becoming a vice chancellor, he was teaching. And he goes to the hostels and wake them up at 5 o'clock. Can you imagine a vice chancellor doing it in a campus? I had such a vice chancellor. That is my blessing in life. I got the best teachers. So Vivekananda said there is 2 types of education. One is man making education, and one, or maybe life making education, life giving education. Something to earn is normal education. But being a human being, being a social being is what is value system. AICT, which is the engineering college, they have a paper called value. I taught once. No use of teaching them at that level. It should come from childhood. You said discipline. I have 2 sons. I will allow them to go for sleep only when they keep their dress in the order in which they have to wear. The inner wear first, then the shirt, then the trouser, then the belt, because after putting trouser only you can put the belt, right? Correct?
Yes.
Then the socks, then the shoes. Polish and keep it, and then only sleep. Otherwise don't. Your job is to finish that. Understood? If you make it systematic, you can see how I fold my dress for pack and go. I am always on go, but keep it in specific folding. Every dress, there is a method in which you have to fold it so that it becomes minimum quantity. It will not become bulky. Understood? So there is a lot of things to learn in life. Everything has to be systematic. Systematic in the sense your writing has to be good, margin has to become good, handwriting has to be good, putting those in the right sequence has to be good. That ability is value system. It is not just the value system what we learn. We only keep telling in value system what should not be done. What should be done should be the words to be used. Don't do this is what we generally say. Value system is don't do this. So I keep saying people have to balance role, goal and values. I have a role to play, I have a goal to achieve, I have a value to adjust. You understood? That is what is required. You are all, today is a holiday or a working day? Working. Not today, generally Saturday. When I call teachers for Sunday, they will say, no, it's a holiday.
Only on a day.
Only on Sunday, right? But we work more of the Sundays sometimes. All the software engineers work on Sundays. They can't escape. I've got students who are working. Yesterday somebody was talking to me and said, I have a call, I'm finished. It finished only after 5 hours. They have to solve a problem, right? Otherwise they don't get the salary.
We also have lots of housework.
Lot of housework is there. Yeah, you are as busy as Prime Minister. Some of them are like that. Understood? See, we always keep saying, I'm so busy. Your time is like a jar given to you. How do you feel depends on how able you are in filling. Suppose I put the big stones, still there is space. This may be your household activity, this is your school activity. But still you can have small pebbles. But if I put the whole small pebbles, it is full? No, I can still put sands. And even after that it is full? No, I can still put water. Okay, so my enjoyment is my enjoyment. My newspaper reading, gathering information, everything is my small pebbles and I still do my job. But if you do the other way, first you fill water, then put the sand, the water will go little up, the sand will come here, then you put the pebble, then you will see there is no space for your big activity. How much time it takes to boil 1 liter milk at home? What people do is, keep the milk there and stand there like this. This you are doing for last 40 years. So if you know the same stove, same water, same milk, same burden, I do at home all the jobs. I will keep it and go. My wife will say it's boiled. I said, I know it takes only 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes job to do. I'll finish it and go there and switch off. Exactly, it will be boiled. Or I put a spoon there, it will not boil and go out. Understood? So little bit of technique. The pressure cooker, you want to cook the rice, you soak it before 2 hours, keep it will. Otherwise it takes more time. So you have to make this happen. You know the vegetable is to be cut. Sometimes it is in the fridge for 3 days. Then it is difficult to cut. Soak it for 2 hours, 3 hours before it. And it will become very good. The vegetable looks fresh. Little bit of planning will make you smooth in life. This doesn't happen. So value of time is more important. Values is not just values. Value your time. When you live up to 60 years, 20 years you are sleeping. 8 hours in 24 hours is 1/3 of your life. Got it? How many years sleeping? 20 years. And if you can cut at least 3 hours there, you got it. Most important is sleeping, right? Okay, then what time? You check, make an account of your time. In the life principle, I kept life account. The time which you imagine, there will be a lot of time which you are investing, no, spending. Don't spend the time, invest your time. Okay, and all languages have to be learned, as many as you can. How many languages you can learn, that much good you are. We are all South Indians, right? Or North Indians, who don't belong to both, Central India. I speak all the South Indian languages. From childhood, 7th class I learned how to read and write Tamil also. Very simple language. You have only ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, finished. There is no ka, kha, ga, kha. Everything is ka. So if you want to write Shashi Kumar, they will write it Chachi Kumar. Because Sha and Cha is same. Got it? And Telugu, when I was doing a PhD, I learned Kannada. So because I learned Kannada, reading Telugu was easy because script are same. You want to learn 4 languages just to survive in any state you want, I will teach you now. It takes only 2 minutes. What?
Yes.
Ibide. Malayalam. Ibide. What does it mean? Here. Abide. Say abide. Don't tell English. You have to learn English or Malayalam. No translation required. Don't learn language from translation. If you translate and learn, you will use it in translating model. Then your language will not come so simple. I am not translating in Malayalam and thinking in Malayalam and speaking in English. Am I? No. I am thinking in English and speaking. I am not a native. Up to 10th class I learned in Malayalam medium. Not an English medium student. You have to learn language skill is different. That is what your children require. They should learn different languages. The more number of languages they learn, up to 6 years, 6,000 words. Up to 12 years, 12,000 words. Up to 18 years, maximum 18,000 words. The whole life, not more than 20,000 words. It doesn't grow after 18 years. So in this childhood, if they learn, we were lucky. My mother taught me a lot of slokas, chanting, which the meaning was never understood. But that helped me a lot. Some of the chanting which Never. It took 40 years after that only I understood what is it. Doesn't matter. Children have to by heart. I can't by heart that one line of that today. Extra. What my mother taught is only with me. At this age is where they should by heart. By hearting is learning. That should come part of it. Language learning is by heart. Got it? Every day. Every day. Every day. Understood? Every day means? Where? If you know this, you can survive in Kerala. Understood? Everybody understand hotel? Hotel every day. They will say every day. Otherwise every day. Three language you can start in Kerala. Now go to Tamil Nadu. Inge Ange, Enge. Inge, Ange, Enge. Ivide, Avide, Evide. You ask somebody. Evide house. Avide house. Evide father. Avide father. Then, Ivide, Avide, Evide. Inge, Ange, Enge. Illi, Alli, Elli. Which language? Kannada. Illi. Baralva. Kannada baralva nimge. Bartalla. Ivide. Illi. Aha. Konkani also. Illi. Alli. Elli. Illi. Alli. Elli. Ikkade. Akkade. Ekkade. Telugu. Ikkade. Akkade. Ekkade. Inga. Tinga. Hui. That is why it is not South Indian language. Otherwise, E, A, everything is wrong. Here it's different, right? Idhar, udhar, kidhar. Here, there, where. Learning language is difficult. I learned like this in Kannada class. Idhar, nanna talai. Talai means head. Idhar, nanna pen. 2 times you learn. Talai means head, pen means lip. Right? Understood? So, idhar nanna is same. Pen is pen. Not a penna. Penna is different. That is what you said. See, if you don't know language, you can make mistakes. Lot of mistakes. Yeah, somebody wanted to say that I love you in Tamil. A Tamil girl is a nan ninne kadhalikare. I love you. Nan ninne kadhalikare. But he went and told it became nai ninne kadhalikare. Nai means dog. Dog is loves. Small mistakes. Okay. So learn language. That has to happen. Education up to 7th class is learning multiple languages. Arithmetic ability. Arithmetic ability is to add, subtract, multiply, all that. That is very, very, very simple. But don't make it complicated by writing and making them to learn. I was giving a lot of samples to your children yesterday. It should just come because mathematics is full of patterns. If you know pattern, it becomes easy. If you don't know pattern, it becomes difficult. All children can draw a column and row of 10 by 10. Multiplication table becomes so simple when you draw columns and rows of 10 by 10. You don't see this mathematics anywhere, but you listen to my KLH, KL University Hyderabad campus. MBA, BBA, BTech, MTech, I am teaching same mathematics which they are supposed to learn in 6 to 7 days in 9th and 10th class. Because I gave a paper called the Campus to Corporate. To get a job, all the questions are up to 10th class standard of today. So don't remove any of your chapters, any of your subjects. That will not make them do good in anywhere, any job. All competitive exams up to 12th class. Up to 10th class, little bit up to 12th class is better. Even civil service IAS, I've got a book called Indian Civil Service Preliminary Examination. Up to 10th class knowledge is there, they will pass that preliminary. But what happens is, 10th class, you do it in 5 minutes, they have to do it in 1 minute. Fast. So that fastness is because there are a lot of formulas which you teach in maths. Applications are not told. It's not your problem because you were never taught. I was also not taught. But after my PhD, when I started teaching, I started looking at where is it applied. Then I realized there are a lot of tricks to be done. So I started teaching, and many of my students are there on YouTube now, Facebook, they post all this. I taught all of them. Throughout India I was traveling. For last 24 hours, 24 years I am traveling with this. But in 2000 I started. So what do you do? Now multiply 32 into 28. All of you will take time. But we have studied a formula a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Correct? 30 minus 2 into 30 plus 2, it becomes 900 minus 4, it becomes 896. A minus b into a plus b, because this is a plus b, this is a minus b. 30 minus 2, 30 plus 2. If you can convert that into your formula, formula can be used. So every formula is to be applied. Maths is difficult because they don't know where to apply it. English is difficult because you are teaching lot of humanities subjects. You are learning about Mahatma Gandhi, you are learning about Vishweshwaraya. What for? All are career guidance programs. If you become like this, you can become great. Understood? Where do they learn about personalities in the world? In history, the idea is the humanities, history, all the subjects other than science, the job is to tell them if you go through this path, you can become great. No other extra motivation. But you have to take what is the objective and scope of that chapter. Before studying, understand why am I teaching it. You should see the purpose. If there is no purpose, learning will not be interesting. Define the purpose. That is most important. And then, yeah, I told you this. Yeah, group activity, lot of group activity. The vertical mixing group activity will make them to learn. Don't have to do 10th class going to KG. Got it? Up to age 3 to grade 3, at least one day see the difference mixing them together. You cannot put all the students together. Take, if you have got 30 children, make them into 10, 10, 10, make the next to 10, put them together in one class. You will see them learning a lot of things, talking to them, interacting them. Their learning becomes almost 3-4 times higher. Give them activity. Don't teach them writing A, but you put a plastic dabba where A is kept, written there as a sticker. And you put lot of newspapers and give them, ask them to cut. All the A should go into this dabba. You will see them, how many A they will collect. They are looking at A in different shape, different patterns, right? They learn. After that, ask them to draw A, they will go. Do A to Z and ask them to cut all the letters and put it there. Maybe the senior students can sit. If somebody comes with one A, no, don't here, it's there, R is there. It looks like A, but it's not. Who is teaching them? Through activities they teach. All the craft items, don't use wax, don't use clay, but use atta. Go the atta you have to make chapati out of it, right? Take the dough, ask them to make scorpion and ask them to make frog, snake, all the different shape. Ask them, go back home, fry it and get it tomorrow for dinner. Understood? Or one day you create a kitchen here, you bring it, we will fry it and give you. Understood? They will become automatically creative. The creativity is not what is to be used in classroom, which is not applicable. When I used to give idli for my children, I make idli and inside that idli, I will always put what? You put some 2 black kismis or something, you put them, and here you put carrot and then give them. They only know when they open it. Correct? After some time I have seen my son goes, the interval time everybody is eager to see what is there today. And that became a spreaded message, everybody started bringing different. Got it? 2 sons. I am not telling anything which I have not practiced in my life. I have 2 sons. Both of them I take to the bus stop. Generally it happens for every parent to school bus to go. I have to put them inside, right? I am also busy. I have to go. My wife is busy. She has to go. I am at the bus stop. I will give them. Those days it is 1 rupee 50 paise for a newspaper. There is a newspaper desk. I give both of them. Whoever runs and gets will get what is your choice. 150 is given. Run. Somebody gets. They know Wednesday Indian Express will have education. The other fellow knows Monday it will have in Deccan Chronicle. All that they started buying newspaper from KG onwards. And both my sons will sit and then say, this news is that, where is it there? They don't know how to read ABCD, but they know this news is there. They will see the pattern, see that, this news is here. I was enjoying seeing the reading, and I said, take the newspaper, go to the bus. In the bus, you distribute every day. I read today's newspaper. Even today, when I speak to my son at 2 o'clock in Ireland, this is the news I already read about. Even sitting there, he is eager to know what happens in India. Both of them. That is because you have the habit of reading newspaper. You should have. There is a 20-second rule. If I don't have a bottle of water here, I will not drink. If I don't have books around me, I will not read. So your children should have lot of books around them, not in the school alone. Everybody should have 1 week at least finish one book, write a review and give it to me. They will become readers. There is no point in a lot of books in the library. Nobody comes and takes. Even in engineering colleges, library is not in 25%. Washroom is used 100%. Canteen is used 150%. That's statistics. Classroom is used 75% because attendance is 75%. In Hyderabad, classroom is 0% because you can pay money to the university, get attendance. Nobody goes to colleges. Nobody in Hyderabad goes to colleges. And when I used to run a program called a Shiksha Holiday Program, look at this as such, DrTPS, Shiksha Holiday Program. 50 engineering college students used to come to my house. My wallet is in the back. They will take it, go to market, buy items, put in the house. All of us eat and start learning. Which subject? You tell me which subject you want. You tell me which subject you want. You can see me opening the switchboard, showing them electrical engineer. I do all this job. I enjoyed teaching my children like this, and all of them are in different countries today. They have not learned from classrooms. They have not learned from classrooms. Because classroom, no teacher, electrical engineer is going to offer this. It's your ability to make them practically able. That should happen at home, at somewhere in camp, but don't take them to show. Generally what excursion is, show this, show this, show this. You will see ICON, one program, ICON. When they came to Goa, I have taken them to the Science Museum. You should see how my children in Science Museum, 8th grade children, I took them to Goa to give them confidence of speaking English because they were from a Malayalam medium, from a remote village. Most of them are single parent, either drunker or divorced or something because it's a border for Tamil Nadu. They marry and then go. All of them had trouble. I said, give it to me. 45 children, 45 boys and girls. You must see that program I got because it happened in Goa. What I did was send them to that hall. What do they do is they keep writing what is here. They make a note. 2 habits for children. Take notes and make notes. If your children are not writing, that means they are not learning. And you are wasting time giving blah 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 blah. At the end you will say take notes and give notes. They will only write when you ask them to write. What happens is when they go to college, they become failure. Because there nobody is going to give notes. You have to take it. Understood? So you are not preparing them for the higher education. The higher education is a self-learning process. And biggest disease your children have is they go for tuitions. It's a shame for teachers seeing your children go for tuition. I am teaching mathematics, my student goes for tuition, it's insult to me. You are feeding somebody, immediately they go and eat in a hotel. What do you feel? As a mother, what do you feel? Taking breakfast to your house, while going there again you have a breakfast in another hotel. It's shame. Don't. Tell them strictly, I am teaching, and give them sufficient 200% busy job. Make them to work at home. They need to have their own time. You say there is no time. That is because they are put into tuitions. And they will not listen to you because they are going to listen the same thing once again. I will not eat well at home because I know I am going to eat in a hotel. So will I have 2 breakfasts? It's not possible. So what do? I eat very less here. And when I go to hotel, it's not tasty because already I had something. So both are useless and wasting money. Instead of them, what I did was, what I do is give them job. See, sometimes when they come to camp, 40 children will come, I have only one book. General knowledge. Yearbook. I tear them off and say give to all of them in the drill. Then come back and teach others. Finish. One day they will finish one full yearbook. they will learn. Countries and capitals, I made the children to practice. I told them 10 you learn, 10 you learn, 10 you learn, 10 you learn, come here, all of you share each other, 50 will be finished. KG onwards you can do it. Because they can by heart fast. All the countries and capitals, you make all your children by heart. Change the style of teaching. Goa is a beautiful place. If you can change the style, the world will come to see the school. What is happening here? I can bring. I have got lot of early childcare education. I am the global chairman for research and development. We have got different groups in which they keep me at different positions. Okay, so what is required is, it is not what a dream. Fantastic presentation. You missed it. They made a beautiful presentation. Lot of ideas. I'm sure 10% of what can be done. Now decide. What can I do in my class? You decide. When I was in engineering college, generally private engineering college, they don't even pay salary. They don't pay salary. And teachers get only 6,000 rupees, I tell you. You can imagine how much well you are paid. In engineering college, I was executive director of an engineering college. If I advertise electronics teachers post, 2 positions, 2,000 people will apply. In Kerala, there are maybe 10,000, 1 lakh M.Tech electronics. Many universities in Tamil Nadu gives M.Tech. They will all pass. 2,000 people apply. When I wanted to call them for interview, management, some relative will come and say, some cousins, doctor is an M.Tech, please give them a try. I said, we have decided to give 6,000 rupees only. Don't pay them. 3,000 rupees you give for namesake. You will appoint for 3,000 also. I have appointed M.Tech teachers in B.Tech colleges. Can you imagine? Shame. That is only the value of education. Why? Because they don't have knowledge. Got it? So don't think education will give them a great job and money. You are all lucky because you got a government job, salary. Not that simple. Not many people will get. But now what I can do, where I am here, I went to a university as a director. I gave a letter to the university saying that no, the windows have to be painted, this has to be painted, the garden, I needed 2 small pond where I wanted to have lotus. What are you asking for? It's a university, state government university. I said, I want all this. Nothing possible. I said, don't worry. I called the coolie fellows, asked them to paint. They asked, who is doing it? I am doing it. Why? I have to spend 2 years here, yeah? Minimum 2 years I am going to spend. Don't you think I need to be? Same thing happened in Delhi. I said all the flooring has to change, the window has to change. In government of India, it has to happen, it takes 2 years. I am only 2 years deputation. I said, I don't care. I said, there I cannot do myself. I said, come. All the people who are the clerk, attender, everybody I called, asked them to put in the, take the file, take the request, which are all the department I have to get signature. I said, sign. All the signature was done. 1.5 weeks, everything is replaced. My director was thinking, never happened with me. I said, you don't go behind them, right? I go behind them. And as soon as I vacated, director occupied my room. I was deputy director because his room is much shabbier there. If you want, anywhere you can do, even in government. But that want should be there. Your children also should get that want. That is not there, they are just pushed. Your children are really good. Maybe 2 days I have scolded them to boost them up. But you must see the way it writes. I'll tell you, you believe Kerala is most literate. I can't see in the whole Kerala, one student can write 1 paragraph like your children have written to me. Gratitude is not there, knowledge is not there, absorption is not there. I have not spent 5 days in my own school where my management is there. I have not spent 5 days there. Because I can't repair them. They don't learn. You have one head of the institution who wanted it, that's why I am here. Correct? And I am ready. I was ready. You don't know, on Wednesday also I have a train ticket to travel to Convent. When I came here, I decided maybe 2 days. Doesn't work, I'll go back. But I stayed up. Really, she doesn't know. I booked 3 tickets. On Saturday also I booked a ticket. Today's ticket also I booked. When she got a better seat, I cancelled. I'll show you if you want. Understood? It was very difficult to get into some institution and then suggest to them to change. Just because of that. I told many times, 350 children were there. I mean, teachers were there throughout India. Only one sister came and told, I want your service. Yes, just this. While having lunch only. And it is not because Goa is interesting for me. Only I have gone from this place to the place where I sleep. And then back. My attraction is not Goa. My attraction is not any place. I am only dedicating myself for learning and teaching. My department is LNT. Learning and teaching department. That's what we want. Okay, so what you do is, this icon you should see how children, 90 children who don't even speak English, 3 days they become confident of speaking English. What do? Show them a beautiful English movie. Wonderful. God must be crazy. There are beautiful movies. The time immediately after 5 minutes I will stop and say, you come here, you come here, you come here. Act in that last scene. They have to write down all the dialogue. Then imagine how concentrated they will sit. Yesterday I was showing the eagle feather, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. You should look at 15th August. January 26th, the flag posting. Half an hour lecture was only to teach which is the song which you will sing on Republic Day. Vande Mataram. What is there in your mind? That's what I asked. And you say Vande Mataram. What is there in your mind? India should be there. India map should come. Otherwise you are simply like a machine. Vande Mataram. Are you seeing now India? You will see the beauty of that song. Vande Mataram. Next slide. So, don't finish reading. Don't finish singing. Word by word. I am a poet. So when I use each word, I have got something in my mind. When somebody reads, it should be there in their mind. If it is not there, it is a cruelty to the poet. What is Su Jalam. Jalam means water. Sujalam means good water. And we keep saying there is no good water in India. But the poem says Sujalam. That means all rivers of India should come in your mind. The India map should come. That's where geography teacher is teaching geography in the Sujalam. If a geography teacher is not chanting this in the classroom, that means you are not teaching geography. Sujalam. All the rivers, Ganga, Yamuna. Which are the rivers? Gange, Yamune, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidhi, Guru. All the rivers. All the rivers. Fine? You should see all the rivers. Are you seeing now?
Yes.
Sujala. Next one? Sukhalam. Phalam means fruits. Which fruit? Maharashtra, orange. Apple, Kashmir. Pineapple, Kerala. Jackfruit, Kerala, northern Kerala. Imagine you have a beautiful picture with all the fruits filled in. Sukhalam. Then? All mountains should come in your mind. Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, and then the Himalayas, all that should come. Did it come to you so far when you were singing? You were just singing Subalam, Subalam, Malaya, Shidala. They don't have imagination. If you have imagination, done. Right? Similarly, national song. What is that? Janagana Mana. Jana Gana Mana Adinayaka. Look at the meaning of this. Then you will see what beautiful it is. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha. That traditionally the whole Indian map is in front of you. It's full of geography. So up to 7th class, a geography teacher teaches this concept has not gone. You will repeat many times, but that is only like a tape recorder. No use. Imagination is learning. If I cannot imagine, my learning is useless. When you get your mother, the name of your mother, immediately the mother's picture comes in you, right? Only one indriya hearing, eye which has seen automatically will come. That relation should happen. Then your learning becomes so simple and you must be able to make your children to imagine. So what do I do in maths? I dictate maths. Children have to write. I don't write on the board. Write, take a picture and send it to me. During the COVID, that's how I taught. And looking at that, I will give them internal marks. So how do children write? They keep on writing. They're all busy. So they say, camera is not on. I said, don't worry in my class. Camera is on or not, they're writing. How do you know? They'll send me a picture, then only internal marks will go. Understood? This is how I taught. So you should have everything to be told. Now this is a beautiful concept. 1:22, all that is good. Yeah. Anything to ask, you can ask. I can go on and on. I think you should. Anything to ask? This is my house name, Nanam. Nanam means knowledge, right? Janaki, Narayan and Mentoring. That's my mother and father. Yeah, anything to ask, you can ask. Finished? First, no time. Illa namukka yudu sandhyarapadi alla nandam nillirikkavi artham godu only little time to use that medicine. That's the meaning of it. No question? Ask. Discuss each other. What I can ask this? Find out one question between. How much more time I have? Find out.
40 minutes. 20, 35.
Closing at 2? Fine. Finish. Discuss. Ask me questions. What I can ask? Decide. First. I don't know how many points you are wrote. If you are not written, you are not a good student. I have a World Social Craft Foundation. World Social Craft Foundation. I have another called it I square, A square, S square, L square. That's my institute. What is my institute? I am a mathematician, so I should use mathematics in my institute, right? I square, A square, S square, L square. International Institute for Advanced Academic Soft Skill and Life Learning. I square, S square, S square, L square. Okay. I have got a Shiksha. We have got a YouTube which is called the Shiksha YouTube, in which most of this goes there. Earlier I used to put, now I am not putting because I am more famous than Shiksha. That's a trust which I started. I am only active. All these will go to YouTube. All what I am doing, and it takes a lot of time for editing. 2 hours, I need another 8 hours to edit. I'll finish at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And until yesterday, what happened, I finished editing. Got it? So I work very sincerely, using a lot of time, making some benefit, so that is what makes people to think probably even after my life is gone. Right? So a lot of people contact me. The idea is to make people to become creative. Creativity is in each one of us. Hridaya, repeat. Hridaya. Guhara. Guhara. What is Hridaya? Heart. Guha means cave. Inside the cave, who is there? The husband? Better half. English they call it the better half. You know why? Best half is somewhere else. While marrying their better half, by the end of your life you should make them best half. Hridaya, Guhara, Madhye, Madhye means center. Kevalam, Brahmama. There is only Brahma. Brahma means question. Research. That is why Brahma's wife is Saraswati. Wherever question is there, Brahma is there, his wife will be there. That's a concept in Bharatiya Shastra. Wherever money is there, Lakshmi, her husband, action will be there. Action husband is Vishnu. That is why Vishnu and Lakshmi is married. There is no God in Hinduism. There is no God in Hinduism. Only Sankalpa, thought process. Got it? So no temples also no problem. I am a person who learned the Tantra Shastra, how to do temple rituals and all that. I constructed temple in America also. I am called as an expert. But I still say no value in all this. Value is in each one of us. Got it? You can see when I came to Goa, I went to one of the ashram, they were chanting When a king is being decorated, they chant a mantra. That is what the ritual people who are learned chanted when I visited their temple. A small bit is that. In one of the ashrams here, the Kankona, from there you go, there is a big ashram. A lot of children will learn. So when they know I am coming, they all started chanting like decoration of a king during that time, which chanting which they did. I was like a king of our. Okay. So I'm a known person in the spiritual world and more probably in the ritualistic world, and because my guru was great, not because I am great. I have that tradition. But I am not practicing any of that. Because I believe it is not what we need to practice. What we need to practice is education, educating people. Concept is important. And another one is, people say I meditate. Nobody should tell I am meditating. Nobody should waste time closing eyes. You should open your eyes and do actions. So I am a meditation master from Himalayas. But I never teach meditation to anyone. Best meditation center is mother's lap. Forget everything and sleep with her. Got it? And my work is my meditation. When I cook, I enjoy it. You can see cooking DrTPS. You tell me which item you want, I will put on YouTube. I am a good cook. How to make chai also. Because many people don't know how to make chai. Got it? You have to boil the dust first, because you are buying not the leaf, you are buying the powder. When you buy the powder, it needs to be boiled. Then add milk. Many people will put milk and then water and then sugar there and then tea powder there. Food comes out, you are less utilizing the powder. You are wasting more powder. So you look at every part of it. Right? You can see biryani making, chutney making and all the time. I love cooking. Okay. That cooking is my meditation. My wife will ask, what are you going? I said, out, today is my cooking. And most of them are. When I make dosha also, I make in such a beautiful fashion. I invest and enjoy it. And she will say, what are you making curry today? Sabji, what are you making? I said, after making, I will tell because I am a researcher. If I make sambar, it will become something else. She makes same stereotype. For me it's not. I'll do something else. Enjoy. Third idli in Karnataka, you go, you get to the plate idli. It's not idli like this. The plate itself, so that at a stretch, one go you can make it. And nobody is at home, that is what I do. And what I do? I put lot of kaju and everything there, so it becomes rich. One idli is good enough. What did you have? One idli. One idli, yes, I sent you the picture. And it so happened my last birthday, nobody was there. I made a idli and then made my 59 as the number there and then sent it to everybody saying, I am enjoying my birthday. Then only my real wife will say, I don't celebrate my birthday because I lost my father on the day of my birth date. October 2nd, when I was 4 years old, I lost my father. Okay, but we celebrate birth star. Star is more important than day for us. And date is what you are celebrating, which you call it as day. What are spelling mistakes in the way we use? It's only birthday, not birthday. But we say birthday, right? And what do we do is, you light the lamp and phew. Actually, light should come in your life on a birthday. Why are you victim of light? A nice cake, you put a candle there, the candle will flood it. So, Argentina, there is one lady whom I taught this in the classroom. She, an old lady, maybe around 70 or 80 years old. She is running a radio station. She learned this Sanskrit way of greeting on birthday, and her granddaughter, grandson, they recorded it and sent it to me. I am using your Sanskrit sloka. I was teaching Bhagavad Gita. Internationally, people were attending. So, think when you speak a word, think about it. Anything is meditation. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. 8 steps. Samadhi is meditation. Nobody in America, somebody called me to inaugurate a meditation center. I said, change your name. Don't write meditation, then I'll come. What is Dhyana Kendram? What is it? Dhyanam. All the Christian missionaries run Dhyana Kendra mode, not meditation. Now they also changed into meditation. Earlier they were good. What is meditation? Dhyana is looking inside and then praying myself. If I can hold all my indriyas not wandering in different places, my indriya is not going anywhere now. I am only here. If I can do that, I am in dhyana. And dhyana leads you to meditation. Nobody can lead you to that. Can I tell you what is the taste of this water? I cannot tell you. You should drink and feel. Right? Meditation is such. Nobody can teach meditation. Now because I took it, there are bottles with green, blue, white, different colors. Why? Great knowledge. Tell me why. Read. Buy all these today as teachers. Read so that you can go to your classroom and ask the same question. Digital knowledge. This is flavored water. Black is alkaline water. Blue is filtered water. What is written there you should read. This will have a flavor. They are entirely different from alkaline water. You drink this, drink alkaline, see the taste. I never knew this. Because you don't read this, right? If you don't read, how do you think your children will read? How do your kids will read? Arthamainda? That's why when you get addicted to this Bisleri, the name Bisleri came because many people got addicted to this. Aqua is not that famous because it's only filtered, clean drinking water, bottled drinking water. Every place there is a lot of things to learn. How many of your children are eager to learn like this? Make them like that. What is the thickness of this paper?
60 days.
Who understands 60 years? What does it mean? Gram meter square. You take that much weight, it will become 60 grams. But how do you measure? Physics we learned vernier calipers and then do that. Not required. Put 100 paper together, measure it, divide by 100. That is logic, it is not mathematics. Once you have logic, mathematics is useful. If you don't have logic, maths is useless. So why people fail? They don't fail in maths, they are failing in. That is why we test logical reasoning. Word power, logical reasoning, analytical skill, analytical ability. We give a large data and then analyze. That's how we test people for making them to join for space department. Yeah, I've got a BTech in computer science. No. Tell me. Thickness of this. They fail. Out. Big rank fellow come with great certificates. One question, out. Why? Logical reasoning, analytical ability, thinking ability. Otherwise you can't become a scientist. Understand your children need that. And you should become a creative teacher. Okay? You should become a creative teacher. I did a program in Kerala on radio which is called Cyber Magic. Long back, 2007, 8, 9, 2005. 5 to 7 I was director. That's the time I did it. Before news, 5 minutes I speak about every gadget. Floppy, pen drive, all gadgets I will take and start talking about it. Exact 2 minutes. Because radio you cannot have 1 second extra. Exact 2 minutes. The next item, exact 2 minutes. How many of your children can describe any technical term with the definition 1 minute, 2 minutes? That is their knowledge. So what you should teach them? Chemistry I am teaching, ask them to write down all the technical terms, look at dictionary, definition. Okay. Why do I keep saying every word that Pakistan students are good? There is one institution, one person started this interviewing practice. Make your children to interview. I do that practice. Make them to ask questions about me. And if they can ask about me, I will refer to somebody else. They will ask to them. They will ask, they are doing so many, but nobody is recording and putting. I am recording and putting. That's only the difference. I refer to somebody else, but they don't record. I can't do it because there are 100 people who are doing. I refer to some place. All the 100 I cannot record and keep, right? Got it? Assume that you can do, and your children can do that. They are good in English, they are good in general knowledge, they will learn so many, that will give them a good career guidance. A lot of Navy people are there, driver is there. If somebody takes me, I know everything about her husband. Because when somebody drives me here, I keep asking questions. I keep lot of questions, that's what I do. That is learning. Asking questions is learning. Do that. Make your children to keep asking questions. And a maths teacher, one day when you go to maths class, don't teach maths, teach English. English teacher, you go teach maths. You also know this. They think that you know only little. No. When you show that I know more, they respect you. When they respect you, they listen to you. That should happen. One day you make your syllabus different. Let me teach. Got it? Any question? Lastest question. Anybody want to ask? One or two questions. Rapid fire. I am giving time and then you are not asking, so I continue. That's what I am doing.
Doctor, he said there should be logic thinking. Nowadays children are more focused on book study because...
It's your children, you made them.
No, not that, doctor. The thing is, just because I have my daughter also, wherever you go, the firms here, they see to only on merit. Even if you have logic, they don't consider that. So finally the children are they are demotivated. Workplaces, doctor, we have got different firms.
What
firm?
Which firm you are telling?
We have pharma companies, we have all this doctor, they prefer only, they don't see the logic thinking, they see only the...
You are wrong. There are 32 pharma companies in which Vimta Labs, Shanda Biotech, all these Bharat Biotech, I go and lecture them.
Not that.
You are talking about small companies, I am talking about big jobs. Small job,
forget about the engineering college.
Not engineering college, this is medical science, pharma companies.
No, then doctor, the different firms which are there are many, I am not saying all. There are some who give more importance to merit only.
There are good ones also, no? Look at for the good ones. You make your children fit, they will fit everywhere. You want to create a student who is fit in many places, you want to create they will fit only in one or two places you are seeing. You make them good, they will find better jobs.
No, this is just
Which is the best job in India what you can get? Which is the highest examination, toughest examination? Yes, you should prepare them for that. They don't get it, they will get at least a clerk job. They will get in the bank. Got it? What they will ask? Logical reasoning, analytical skill, mathematical ability, English communication, all that they will ask. Paraphrasing. Such a class is over. If you can write one paragraph about what happened here, you are good. If you cannot write it, not good. Let me see how many of you will send. My telephone number is 95020388875. Your children first were very resistant, but now, once I said, they said they will answer immediately, and the next question comes, next question comes. Just wondering why they are asking this many, because there are no people who they can ask. They realized, at least 10 students of your 10th class wanted to become IAS. Some of them are already going to IAS centers, training centers. Somebody wanted to become a pilot. Somebody is not chosen biology, but they wanted to become nurse only. By mistake, they reached there. Now I said, write that National Open University scheme, Open Schooling scheme, pass your 12th class, find a school where they give this biology. Okay. Your aim is not to fit them for a job. Your aim is any job they are fit for. I have not prepared my life to become a scientist. No. I never prepared myself to become a Prime Minister's office employee. We are like a fish in a ship or a crow in a ship. When it is grounded, the crow went and stood to them. The ship goes, the crow also goes along with it. He has no escape. Most of our lives are like that. The ship will decide where I have to go. By mistake I reached there. That's okay. By mistake you are a teacher here. How many you have chosen this as my job? Rarely. Somebody get married, do some job, I did this course, did that course, it's all by chance. But today that is not possible. Just make your children look fit and fit for anything. Give me this job, I'll do. Got it?
Thank you.
Good? Good to go?
Yes. We'll have a photograph after this.
Send your picture, beautiful picture. Send your full name as to come to certificate with the beautiful report what you learned. Then you will get a certificate. Got it? Not just because physically you sat here. No. Then I will send you a certificate which is with the World Craft Foundation and with the Indian International Institute, with the National Foundation for Teachers and the Chancellor for that runs from Calcutta. Okay. So with all that logo I will give you that. Good job. Thank you.
On behalf of our headmistress, Sister Flavia, the sisters and my colleagues, I would like to
Come here so that I don't have to.
Yes, please come on there.
Yeah. Louder!
On behalf of our headmistress, Sister Flavia, sisters and my colleagues, I would like to convey my gratitude to you, DrTPS. Today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts and learn from your experiences. Your vast knowledge of various subjects, your discipline, and your passion for life is an inspiration for us. Thank you for your willingness to share it all with us. We wish you all the best and thank you.
Thank you. Somebody from here already dialed me now. There is a problem. When I write number, immediately somebody give a missed call. My job is I've got 40 missed calls now. What do I do is I send a message to all this soon after this because many people will ask call. And somebody will say hello. Who is hello? Alexander Graham Bell's girlfriend.
Yes.
So I keep saying, I am not Alexander Graham Bell's girlfriend. The reply will go. Then correct them. So I keep doing it to all the people. That's my job. Thank you.
Where shall we connect? Stand here only for photo. Yes.